I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Yeah, ni mimi hapa tena Shakumatic. I'm back again with another topic hapa hivi ambapo there's a story I read in Kenya, an online story, and it was so funny. This story was so funny. I think this is a story that was reported by Citizen Digital, and it was about somebody in Kericho. Let me read it to you. It was somebody who was caught in Kericho stealing women's panties. So, this is the headline: drama as man who has been stealing women's underwear nabbed in Kericho. And the story goes: drama unfolded at Chagorol Trading Center in Kenyan East, Kericho County, after a man accused of stealing women's underwear was apprehended by residents. The man, who works as a construction worker from Jengo in the area, was found out after a panty fell out from his jacket's pocket. Residents say that the women in the area had been complaining about the mysterious disappearance of their inner garments from hanging lines and bathrooms. This prompted the locals to hold an emergency meeting. An emergency meeting was held by the locals because women's panties were disappearing. Just imagine that. An emergency meeting was held by the locals, yeah? So after they held an emergency meeting to find out who was stealing these panties. Yeah? And it came out that this guy attended this meeting too, but later, when he went out to take a bath at the river, just the way it is in villages in Africa, yeah, a panties fell out of his pocket, and the people who were with him started to discuss. We were discussing this thing in the meeting, and you have a woman's panty falling out from your pocket. You must be the person. So they apprehended him and took him, yeah, to the police station. I don't know where they took him, but they took him with him. So, just imagine, yeah? Why was this guy doing these things? Just sit down and think, why was this guy doing all these things? For what? You know one thing, yeah, this guy, that was his intention. That was his intention. That's why he was doing all these things. You know, in Kenya there was a story some weeks ago about there was a gonorrhea that somebody could get, and it was purely resistant to all antibiotics. So this guy thought, this is the best way to make safer sex, you know. And he had all kind of choices, you know, all kind of choices. When he wanted a vera sedica, you take out a fat panty and put it up there, think about and make his fantasies thinking about a fat vera sedica. When he wanted somebody like Huda, the same thing. You take out a thin panty, a small one, put it there, look at the panty and do his things, man. And this guy was fulfilling all kind of dreams, you know. He was fulfilling his dreams that some of people are dreaming of. When he wanted a threesome, he was there. One fat panty, one small panty. That's a threesome for him, man. Kenya kuna maneno kweli. Yeah, this guy is stealing panties, yeah. And of course, if you think maybe this guy was stealing them just to keep it in his house, yeah, right down there. But me, I think he was stealing them. Alikuwa kunyonga nazo. No, I have to put it in Swahili, because if I put it in English, it sounds very, very bad, you know. You have to put it in Swahili. People who understand Swahili, I'll put a translation. Who don't understand Swahili, I'll put a translation over there and you'll know what I mean. So this guy was doing these things, yeah, just to satisfy his sexual dreams. And he knew in Kenya there is as I told you, there was an announcement that there was a gonorrhea that was going on, and it was antibiotic resistance. So this guy just thought, what should I do? Getting a woman get sick. Yeah? If I take the panties, hang them there, look at them, and do my thing, I'll be okay. And that's what that guy was doing. Lakini wazee Kenya muna maneno mbaya sana. watu wa mjengo, unaona watu wa mjengo, lakini not all watu wa mjengo, yeah? Lakini this guy was a construction worker, he's written over there, yeah, he was working at a construction, come back home, tired, maybe he was single, yeah, maybe he was single, and he didn't know what to do. But the Citizen did report everything that we needed. They should have told us which were his favorite panties, big ones or small ones, yeah? People to know. Yeah, we just wanted some more information why he was stealing these panties. They didn't tell us. They didn't ask him why was this. This one is only my, what they call this thing. I'm just thinking maybe it would. That was the reason. But Citizen Digital did not tell us why. They did not ask him why was he doing these things. Yeah, a woman. A man going to bathrooms and stealing women's panties from the line and everything. Was he stealing this thing to wear them? Was he stealing this thing for, you know what I mean? Yeah, kunyonga. No, these are things these people would have asked him. Yeah, you know, Kenyan reporters, they don't go push hard for questions and everything. But these are things that we should do. People want to know why was this guy doing these things. So you guys up there, if you think it was something different, write down there and tell me why was he doing this thing. Why was he doing this thing? Hey, that's it. Another thing I'd like to talk about is this domestic violence, and which it's happening in Kenya right now a lot. Like there was somebody who worked for somebody who is very famous in Kenya, and that guy was beaten by his wife, and he was telling the story live on that YouTube channel of that guy. I'm not mentioning any names, but you know the kind of guy I'm talking about. And you know, me, I'm against all kind of domestic violence. I don't condone that, or maybe say that the girls did a good job. Hey, mnasikiza nyinyi wanawake, the women, mnapiga mabwana in the name of women, achaneni nazo. But this guy was calmer, because these are the same people who are looking for women to come and talk in their shows about toxic relationship. And most of the women who are calling there, they are telling lies. They're all telling lies, just for views, just for that guy to get views. Yeah. And the same person who was beaten by his wife, is the person who was looking for women to go and tell lies on TV, on the YouTube channel of that guy. And you know, if there's nothing worse that you're sitting somewhere, you are hearing somebody telling lies about you, and you can't defend yourself. They didn't even give the guys they were talking about an opportunity to go and defend themselves in front of those girls. Yeah, those guys were just taking lies. And more was, this guy was responding by calling the guys idiots. Who is that idiot? Which idiot beat you? Oh, that was an idiot. Same thing, this guy was doing these things. Is somebody calling you an idiot because somebody is telling lies on the channel, Nana quit an idiot? What's that? That's why when I heard alipigwa na bibi yake, to me it was all the same. Manake, it is the same guy who was looking for people for their channel, wanaka wajasema uongo hapo hivyo. And it's true, because even me, there's a lady who went there and talked lies about me. Complete lies. Ameenda pale hivyo, kazi yake ni kupayuka tu pa. Ukisikiza the story from 0 to 100 or A to Z, they're all lies. And this guy was still like that, and this idiot did that to you, and this idiot, and they were all lies. That's why, niliposikia amepigwa na bibi yake, this guy who was looking for her ladies to go and tell lies, I say shauri yake, it's karma. It's karma. If you're bringing people to tell lies on your channel just to earn money on that, it's karma. It's karma. You deserve that thing, boy. Deserve. Hata hiyo rungu afadhali angetandika. Angepiga hiyo kichwa mara 3 mpaka ipasuke. Kazi yako kuita watu kwenye channel wanasema uongo. Wewe ndio unatafuta. You are the one who are looking for ladies go and tell lies over there. Wewe ndio ulikuwa unatafutwa. Sasa unaenda kulia huko, domestic violence, I was beaten, what. Me, I don't, I'm not for that. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like domestic violence. Lakini ukiita mtu kwa show yako anazungumza ati toxic relationship, make sure the story is true. Make sure the story is true, and if it's possible, ita the other guy and tell his story the way it is, unaona, with evidence. Si ati mtu anazungumza tu pale, there's no evidence. Hata umuulize mtu wa WhatsApp pale mlizungumza naye iko aje, hakuna, nothing. Just telling lies. That's why when hii achaneni, kama ulipigwa, mnapigwa hiyo ni kama. In kama, yeah. You have to stop this thing, hii channel. Anyway, that's it I want to tell you guys, yeah. Now, from today onwards, today I'll be talking about what is top for me this week and what is a flop. So I'll start with a flop. My flop of the week is KLM. KLM raised an alarm. You know KLM is the Dutch Airlines from Amsterdam to Nairobi. They raised an alarm that in Kenya, the residents should not fly to Kenya because there is insecurity or something like that. I was recently in Kenya, there's nothing there. Kenya is peaceful as everything. People are doing their jobs, everything. So I don't understand why these people are raising all these alarms over there in their country. Even though they have deleted this thing from their website, yeah. But it had an impact in Holland. There were people who wanted to come to Kenya and they're afraid now. But why are they doing this thing? As if you can really think twice, man. I remember there was a time when President Ruto went to America and he wanted to sell some shares of certain American investors of everything. You know, this thing. And you know, KLM is working with, has been working with Kenyans for so many years, yeah. These guys, I think they feel they were not contacted, they are working with Kenya Airways and everything. So their plan is, in fact, to kill Kenya Airways, yeah, to cripple Kenya Airways completely. And that was, I think that was the reason behind this calling an alarm which is not there. I think these people wanted to cripple Kenya Airways completely so that to scare people who want to buy those shares, to say, come on, why can I buy a company that is broke and bankrupt and everything? You know, these Wazungus are very intelligent. Be careful, be careful. There must be something behind it. And me, my opinion is they want to cripple Kenya Airways and scare those investors who want to invest in Kenya Airways. And if you think it's different, tell me, but that was my opinion. That is my flop of the week. My top of the week is OG. OG finally is doing what Orikomondi was demanding, yeah? He was in Sierra Leone, he had a show in Sierra Leone, that's good, and he went to Tanzania. I don't know if he had a show in Tanzania, but he had a project with Harmonize, and now he's in Australia. I just saw him posting in Instagram that he's in Australia. That's very good. That's the kind of things that we want in Kenya. But OG, there's something that is missing, man. You have to show us the crowd that you are performing for, you know. See tunaenda kule, you're performing for Kenyans na bendera za Kenya. We want to see so many Australians, white Australians, yeah, jamming to Omolo umetoka Bondo, toka Bondo. So that things that they know your music, they're jamming to your music. That's what the kind of things we want to do. Yeah? We don't want to put you under pressure, man, but you are somebody in another level, and this is the far right step. So endelea hivyo and post the crowd that is there, the crowd that you performed in front in Australia. We want to see what kind of people you performed in front of them. And one thing, okay, I know you like posting things and everything. Show us what you flew. Yeah? Don't be afraid. If you flew economy, man, that's the money you had. If you flew first class, show the people what you do, man. But anyway, you are moving to in the right direction. That's what we want, the right direction. Muziki iende ya Kenya, evil. And that's it for today. Wazee, ciao. Ni mimi hapa Shakmatic, and till the next episode. Goodbye.